Good morning. I'm Steve Bates, a board member with Techxans here in Houston. And with us this morning is Paul Yost at BJ Services. Good morning, Paul.
Hi, how are you?
Doing very well. We're at the Techxans event here this morning, and we're going to be talking, Paul, a little bit around how he sees some of the key takeaways in governance and controls and risk. And we were talking this morning that GRC is actually not just an easy thing to get around anymore. It's grown and matured.
I just came back this week from Sapphire, the SAP user conference, where there were 15,000 people there, and brought home a book, GRC for Dummies, and everywhere I looked, this software is GRC, this software is GRC, everything is GRC. I'm not quite sure I bought into this GRC acronym, but clearly at BJ Services, since we operate in 50 countries, compliance and risk and governance are topics that I'm constantly involved in.
Some of the things that I think are interesting around compliance these days is not just from an auditability perspective, it's from sustainability and how to manage your business globally. For BJ, how is that important for you?
That's the mode that we're in. I think most companies that moved into this several years ago were in a panic mode at first. How do we get compliant? Now we're past the panic mode and we're trying to figure out how to sustain this and how to do this in an efficient and effective manner. And that involves standardization and getting our processes standard around the world in our various systems.
One of the key responsibilities that an organization has is back to its shareholders, providing value. What do you think right now, because the cost of compliance has been pretty high, what do you think your stance is back to your shareholders around governance and risk? How do you manage that from a shareholder perspective?
I think we just try to assure them, consistent with the requirements of SOX, that we are providing financial records that are accurate and appropriate and correct. And it's all about trying to do this in an effective, efficient manner.
As part of my job, I work for KPMG, and I'd like to be able to see more organizations have the attitude that have continuous monitoring is something that's important, but as a sustainable practice, not so much as an event-driven, audit-based practice. Is that something you see?
Absolutely. We go through like most companies, we go through the round one audit, the round two audits where our internal auditors are coming. We know before they get there, before they do their samples, that our systems are going to comply.
Well, thank you so much. This is a great event here in Techxans in Houston, and we look forward to our next one. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Hi, this is Tony.